pain is the great equalizer. It doesn't care about money, power, or privilege. Every person who has ever lived has met pain, in their body, in their heart, or in their mind. And yet, pain isn't just suffering, it's communication. It's the body and soul screaming the same message in different languages. Something needs attention. Today, we're breaking down every level of human pain, from the physical to the existential, explained in detail. 1. Reflex pain, the body's alarm system. This is the most primitive level, the first spark in the nervous system that says something's wrong. You touch something hot, a muscle tears, a knife slips. Your body doesn't wait for you to think, it reacts. It's fast, brutal, but essential. Reflex pain is pure instinct, the biological guardian that keeps you from self-destruction. It's not punishment, it's protection. Without it, you'd never survive childhood. 2. Inflammatory pain, the fire of healing. After the alarm, the fire burns. Inflammatory pain is the body's second message. Repair is underway. Swelling, heat, tenderness. It's messy but vital. It reminds you that healing is never quiet. It's the ache that tells you your body is rebuilding itself one cell at a time. Inflammatory pain teaches patience. You can't rush healing, you can only cooperate with it. 3. Chronic pain, the endless signal. Here, pain becomes something else entirely. Not a message, but a haunting. Arthritis, migraines, fibromyalgia, nerve damage. The body keeps screaming even when there's no threat. It's more than physical. Chronic pain rewires your brain, alters sleep, mood, and hope. Days blur. Small joys feel distant. You start grieving the version of yourself who used to live without constant ache. This level of pain doesn't just test endurance, it tests identity. 4. Phantom pain, the ghost in the flesh. Imagine losing a limb only to still feel it burn, cramp, or itch. That's phantom pain, the brain remembering what the body no longer has. It's eerie because it's proof that pain can outlive the wound. The mind cannot let go of what was once part of itself. In some ways, phantom pain mirrors grief. It's not the body that mourns, it's the brain. 5. Emotional pain, the hurt you can't touch. At this level, pain steps beyond biology. Heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness. The brain processes these experiences in the same regions as physical injury. That's why rejection hurts, why grief feels like pressure on the chest, why love, when lost, can feel like suffocation. Emotional pain is invisible, but it's no less real. In fact, it's often worse, because there's no wound to heal, no cast to remove, no finish line to reach. 6. Psychological pain, when the mind turns on itself. Here, pain becomes self-perpetuating. Depression, anxiety, trauma. It's the storm that brews inside your thoughts. You can't point to where it hurts. You just know it's everywhere. It's the weight that makes mornings unbearable. The emptiness that makes joy feel foreign. The fear that won't explain itself. This kind of pain convinces you that you are the problem, that you deserve it, and that illusion is its cruelest trick. 7. Anticipatory pain, suffering before it happens. Humans are the only creatures cursed and blessed with imagination. We can suffer from pain that hasn't even arrived yet, waiting for a diagnosis, dreading a breakup you feel coming, counting down the hours before surgery. The mind rehearses pain over and over as if to dull the blade, but often it only sharpens it. Anticipatory pain is proof that the mind can hurt from something purely imaginary. 8. Social pain, the wound of isolation. Humans are social animals. Exile, rejection, or humiliation hit deeper than most realize. The brain lights up the same way it would if you were physically struck. That's why loneliness hurts. Literally. It's why being ignored can feel like being cut. It's why silence in a crowded room can feel heavier than shouting. Social pain leaves invisible bruises, and in modern times, with online lives and digital masks, this wound is spreading faster than ever. 9. Moral pain, the weight of wrongdoing. This is guilt, regret, shame. The ache that comes when your actions fracture your conscience. It's not punishment from outside. It's the inner voice that refuses to quiet down. The soldier haunted by what he saw. The parent replaying words said in anger. The friend who betrayed trust. Moral pain is proof that we carry an internal compass. The more human you are, the louder it screams when you've gone astray. 10. Empathic pain, feeling others' suffering. At this level, pain becomes shared. Empathy lets us feel what others feel, but it also makes us vulnerable to their suffering. Doctors, therapists, activists, even witnesses of tragedy, they carry pain that isn't theirs. It's the price of compassion. Too much empathy can drown a person, but too little can turn them cruel. Humanity lives in the balance. 11. Existential pain, the ache of meaninglessness. This is the pain philosophers and poets drown in, the gnawing emptiness that whispers, "What's the point?" It appears after loss, after disillusionment, after success that should have brought happiness but didn't. It's not physical or emotional, it's spiritual confusion. The person suffering existential pain isn't asking for relief, they're asking for purpose. 12. Spiritual pain, separation from the divine. Every culture on earth recognizes this form. Spiritual pain is the feeling of being cut off from God, the universe, destiny, or whatever you believe in. It's the dark night of the soul, when faith falters and prayer feels like talking to an empty sky. It's despair not of the body, but of the spirit. Healing it requires more than medicine. It takes faith, philosophy, or deep acceptance. 13. Grief, love's most painful shadow. No form of pain cuts deeper than grief. It's the heart realizing that love has nowhere left to go. When someone dies, a parent, a friend, a child, the world doesn't just lose a person, it loses the version of you that existed with them. Grief changes the architecture of the mind. It shifts memories, warps time, and rearranges meaning. You don't get over grief. You learn to live with it. It becomes part of you, the same way a scar becomes part of skin. Grief is the price of loving deeply. 14. Collective pain, when the world hurts together. Wars, pandemics, natural disasters, racism, poverty. Collective pain is when entire societies carry wounds too large for one person to bear alone. It manifests as tension, fear, and exhaustion that span generations. It's why history repeats, because trauma travels not just through memory, but through behavior, silence, and DNA. Collective pain shapes civilizations and sometimes destroys them. 15. The pain of awareness, conscious suffering. At the highest level, pain transforms into reflection. The awareness that life includes suffering and that resisting it only deepens it. It's not a resignation, it's awakening. It's realizing that pain, while unbearable, is also the thread that binds all human experience together. The person who reaches this level doesn't seek to avoid pain anymore. They learn from it, they hold it, study it, and in doing so, they turn it into wisdom. Pain isn't one thing, it's a language spoken in many dialects: physical, emotional, moral, spiritual. Some pain warns us, some breaks us, some teaches us, and the longer we live, the more we realize that pain doesn't leave, it transforms. It becomes memory, empathy, strength, art, prayer. It's what carves depth into the human heart. Because to feel pain is to be alive, and to understand it is to finally begin healing.